Okay, everybody, this is the Serenade in D minor by Mr. Franz Schubert. And this is a slightly abridged version to make it a little bit quicker to learn, YouTube and all. And here's how it goes. Okay, so we're going to look at the first major phrase, including the intro. If you feel free to subscribe, leave a comment, and let's get started. All right, so this is what happens in the first 4 bars. We have this little intro, right? I think the easiest thing to do here, because it repeats in the left hand as well, is just to learn it in chord form first. So 1 large chord per bar, and then we'll break it up as written. So the first bar is this, octave in the left, 1, 3, and 5 in the right. Bar number 2, B flat octave in the left, 1, 3, 5 in the right. Bar number 3, G octave left, 1, 3, and 4 in the right. And finally, A octave left, 1, 2, and 4 right. So just learn these chords. And when you have that down with the right fingering, come back and break it up thusly. We have this for the first bar. For the second bar, and same thing. And the final bar. So it's pretty straightforward, not that much juggling to do here. And that covers the intro, so let's move on to the next section. All right, so this is the where the melody comes in, right? Okay, so let's have a look at the left hand first. Again, we're going to do it in chord form and then break it up in a bit. So in the first bar, we have this on its own and then this as a chord. So when it's written, or the way that it's written, we have, but just learn it all 3 notes at the same time. So D, 1, 2, 5. For the first bar. Next we get B flat, this, 1, 2, and 5 for the next bar, second bar. Next we have an A, And then this. 1, 2, 5. And then finally back to D. 4, 2, 1. All right, so we have first bar, second bar. That was the third bar, and this is the fourth bar. Once you have that down with the fingerings and all, then just break it up with no rests in between. So all the notes are identical in terms of length, duration. Next. 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 Oops. Almost missed that. Cool. So learn the left hand with the with everything we've just done, and learn it very securely because the right hand is a bit tricky. There's a triplet, and triplets don't jive too well with simple time in the left. So if you have a triplet in the right and just straight eighths in the left, it might be a little bit difficult to juggle if you've never done that before. Okay, so assuming now that the left hand is good to go, let's have a look at what happens in the right. So don't worry about the rhythm for now. We're just doing the notes and the fingering. So we have 1, 3, 1, 5, 2, next bar, 1, 2, 1, 5, 1. Next bar, 2, 1, switch to 3, 2, 1. The next bar is F. So the fourth bar is just a single note, F. All right, so one more time we have first bar. And now second bar. Third bar here. And then fourth bar on F. So take some time and learn the right hand, just the notes and fingering. And here's what happens when you put them together, okay? So we have a triplet to start us off. So immediately you can see that a few of the things don't align, right? So this is what we'll do. If you know how to do triplets against straight eighths, just skip the next couple minutes because I'm going to spend a little bit of time talking about this. But if you don't, if you're not really comfortable with that, stick around and I'll show you how to handle it. So you'll have two anchor points, the beginning of the triplet and then the next note. So the triplet begins on A, 1, 2, 3, and then a D. So the first A and the D are your anchors because the first A aligns with the first in the left. And then the last note, the D, aligns with the left on F. So we have this together and this together. And the stuff in between is where the triplet juggles or misaligns with the left. So together, and then we have right, left, right, and then together. One more time, that's together, right, left, right, together. That's basically what happens in a triplet versus straight eighths. Then you just have to minimize the spaces between on either side of the left, right, left bit, or right, left, right rather. So together, right, left, right, together. And then speed it up slowly. You see? And then you have that's what it sounds like in tempo. You see? Okay. So basically, all you have to do at this point is map what I just told you onto every other instance of a triplet in this piece, because every other triplet in this piece is going to be against the backdrop of straight eighth notes. So you can just import all of this anywhere else in the piece you find the triplet. Okay, so that's that. Let's move along then. We have together. So the last notes of the first bar here are together. Like that. Moving on to the next bar, we have this. Triplet versus straight eighths. So notice that the last note, the G here, is aligns with the thumb in the left hand. So it's not quite the same as the previous bar. Together, left. Moving on to the next bar, we get actually those are 2 bars, the last 2 bars. So let's have a look at that. We have 2 together, triplet, together, and that's the last bar. One more time, even slower, without my talking. Okay. So you've noticed also that there's a triplet there, and I should hope that you have the tools to deal with that as well. Moving on to the next section, we'll do the next 2 bars. That's the next little unit. This. Okay, so left hand first. So this is material we've already learned. So we have this, which we've already done, and then this, which we've also already done. So that's cool. Left hand is finito here. And then the right hand, we have this, right? 1, 2, and 5. And then 5, 3. And then a triplet. So that's 5, 3, 4, 2, 1, 3. Just notice how close all of these notes are. Should be pretty easy to do. You shouldn't be contorting your hand or doing any kind of gymnastics here. Should be very straightforward. And then 4, 2 to finish off. With both hands, notice where the triplet is. Together, triplet. And as far as the pedaling goes, every time the bass note changes, so we have this, right? So this was the bass note, and then this is the bass note, and then this is the bass note, and then this is the bass note, right? Wherever the bass note changes, the pedal changes as well. That's a good rule of thumb for this piece in general. And that's it. If you have any questions about this, let me know. If you want to finish this off, you can find that on our website. So I hope to see you there. If not, I'll see you in the next videos. Thanks for watching and take care.